Alrighty, folks, he's been gone a minute, but he is back. The one and only Adrian Hernandez. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, everybody? Excited to be back.
Yeah, man, it's
Guess
gonna be a
who's
lot of
back?
fun.
Back again.
Like you never left. Hey, one of the things I want to do again, because you are a real estate professional, is always kind of do a pulse check on what is going on in the market. Let's remind folks what market you play in. Then we'll
Yeah.
talk about what's going on today.
So I'm in Orange County market. We sell in Orange County as far as our listings and buyers, our brokerages in Orange County. And then we flip in the Inland Empire. We flip in OC also, but mainly Inland Empire, San Bernardino County, Riverside County. That's where we flip. Orange County has been interesting this last, call it 30, 60, 90 days.
Okay.
So let's break that down.
Yeah, please go ahead. Why don't you show us where we're at, and then I'll ask a bunch of questions.
So just active inventory right now, we're sitting on 2,201 properties that are active inside of Orange County. Okay. Now, the median sales price is, we take all of Orange County, let's call it $950, $1 million, right?
Okay.
So let's take 3 times the median sales price. So let's look at everything above 3 million. So let's just break that down real fast. So we have 477 properties that are active above $3 million.
So 20% of your inventory is ultra luxury.
Ultra luxury.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then let's just real fast take a look at, because it's always fun to know, where are these sitting on average, right?
Yeah.
The highest, we have a $28 million house in Newport Coast that's been on the market for 863 days. And then
so it's looking for a specific buyer
for 28 million, right? But and then it trickles all the way down. I mean, we have properties in CDM, Corona Del Mar, 5 million that have been on the market for 261 days. When we look at it, let's see, that's 50, that's 100, that's 105. Let's see, let's break this down. So let's just go under 100. So there are 132 properties that have been on the market over 100 days that are active.
Oh, wow. All right. So again, breaking this down, 20% of your market's ultra luxury. 30% of that has been listed a long, long time.
Long time. Over a year.
All right.
Which is interesting. Well, I'll say over a year, over half a year, right?
Over half a year, yeah.
6 months, right?
Yeah.
102 days. That's still a long time for these houses, a really long time. And so, it's interesting because if I go back and I look, right, price reduction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Price increase. We have a price increase. You are seeing, I would say 80% of these have price reductions, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that have price increases.
Interesting. All right. Well, this is kind of what we've expected on this channel. We've been saying for a while now that the luxury and certainly ultra luxury is going to slow down. Given that you have the data in front of you, I'm curious, from 1 million to 3 million, what is the active inventory?
Yep. 1 million to 3 million is 982.
All right. So you have roughly 40% of your market. I'll just call it luxury. So then below 1 million has to be, just doing math, about 800.
Yes. You're 744. You're right.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
So,
744.
And so you have, go ahead.
No, I was going to look at the longest days on market. Oh, wow. 877 days.
Oh, that one might be ready for a lowball offer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I know nothing about the property, but you've been listening for 3 years. You're going to get a low ass offer from me.
Oh, yes. We have exactly, let's see, 100. We have exactly 68 of those that have been on the market longer than 100 days. And typically when we see that, there's a major issue with the house, or there's a major issue with the agent.
Or the seller. The seller may have a unique problem that they can't get around. But here's the deal. One of the things that, so you and I talked off camera, you said very simply, are you still buying? And of course I said yes. But I have changed my strategy. I am now only fishing in days on market over 60 days. Because I'm a cheap bastard. And I'm comfortable writing low offers and getting told to F off.
Right.
But I know this is a numbers game, and I basically fish out of the MLS, right? I do have a network now. Occasionally I get an off-market deal or somebody I know brings me something. But my daily activity is MLS based. Yeah. And I'm not looking at first day listings, certainly not looking at clean properties because those are all going. But Yeah, I mean, if you had 68 properties that were on the market that long, I would be writing offers on certainly some of those.
Most of them, yeah. And it's
And
interesting you
yeah.
say that. We've been taking the same approach ever since you've, planted that seed of the MLS. We brought one guy in, and their only job is just to scour the MLS. So all day long they're scouring the MLS, making a bunch of lowball offers. The
Yeah.
agents are super pissed for the most part, but we really
Who
don't care.
cares?
Yeah,
I don't
we
care.
we don't we don't care about that. But we're getting deals. He got two last week
There
from
you go.
throwing in lowballs where they're like, "Hey, will you cover the title and escrow?" And he's like, "Sure, we'll cover title and escrow. Will you take the offer? We have
Yeah.
to use our title and escrow, but will you
Yeah.
accept the price?"
Yeah.
Right. And then we go to title and cut a deal. But
Yeah.
it's there, folks. It is definitely there.
Yeah. You got to do the work. I just got to do the work.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I was just curious about, because we haven't talked about a while in Orange County, is new listings. I still hear, I still see, national data and Newport, your area, Orange County could be its own thing, so it could be different, but inventory's not coming, man. It's just not showing up.
No, no. I mean, it's not definitely not where it used to be. And especially in Orange County, whatever does hit the market, it's selling fairly quickly. It's still interesting how much cash is in Orange County.
It's
Um,
amazing.
it's amazing. Like my friend has a flip. They listed it for 2.6. They got 2.75 in 3 days, all contingencies waived with a $50,000 guaranteed if the
Yeah.
appraisal comes in low, which
Wow.
I haven't seen that since, post COVID.
Yeah. Again, every agent, that's weird. That's on a 2.7. That's almost ultra luxury, or
Right.
2.6, right? It's just amazing to think about. Uh, I'm seeing more and more bidding wars,
Yep.
more waiving conditions. And when you start giving EMDs away, like 50K EMD, which this wasn't, but I've heard of that. I'm like, oh, we're back to this crazy time
Yep.
again.
Yep. And what's even more interesting is when we take a look at, the ultra luxury, the 3 million, the 4 million. My buddy Kevin Sturdivant, he's selling off-market deals at 4.5 million, 5 million, 5.5
Wow.
million. And he goes, Adrian, he goes, now it has to be the right house. And he
Of
goes, but the
course.
buyers are not the problem. He goes, I have the buyers. And so it's interesting, right? It's very I think once you get to a certain point, money stops playing that big of a factor. And I don't know, that can be hallucination. I don't know if
I
that's
don't know.
necessarily right or not. But
I'll let
it's
you know if
interesting
I
to
ever
see.
figure it out. I'll let you know. I'm not there yet.
So
uh,
that's definitely interesting to see. And
it,
then what's even more interesting is we're seeing a lot of new builds in Orange County right
Interesting.
now.
Wow.
I've right by my house, there's a whole new development going on top of the hill. It's interesting. San Clemente, same thing. Toll Brothers comes in and they just bought a huge piece of land. They're building 98 houses. San Juan just closed up another new build. So it's South County is getting a little interesting. Now, when we go into North County, it's a little bit different. Anaheim, Yorba Linda, Newport Beach, Huntington Beach. We're not seeing much building going on, but in South County, we are.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So I guess the last thing to really talk about, what are you seeing as far as price? Is prices firming? You still seeing prices come down? What's going on in Orange County?
They're definitely stabilized. I'm not seeing low ball offers. We're not seeing properties selling below what they're listed at. But
Mm.
what we are seeing, and I'm not sure if you guys are seeing the same thing yet, is we are seeing major appraisal issues. I mean, our
Mm.
values are coming in beyond low, and the appraiser's like, hey, it is what it is. And so
Right.
we're having to go in, rebuttal it. The last 3 listings we sold, every single, and these are also flips too. When we look at listings and my flips in San Bernardino, we have appraisal issues on both ends.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun again. I guess the last thing about Orange County, I don't know, is the summer slow or busy? I mean, are people taking off in
Insane.
vacation?
No,
Insane busy?
the summer's insane.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, because we also have a lot of people traveling here and they're traveling
Ah,
here and buying. And
got it.
so
They want to
that
get it
like,
done in the summer. That makes sense.
yeah. So like, for instance, when I would get off the freeway to come here, in a non-season, it takes me 3 minutes. Today,
Okay.
25 minutes.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yeah, straight up, because there's just your RV after RV after RV after RV. And
Got
so
it.
we do see a major tick up at this time in our
Okay.
market, especially because it is somewhat of a vacation market a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure. You got the water right there. Yeah.
yeah. So that
Okay.
that we are seeing pretty often right now.
Very, very cool, folks. Well, stick around for video number 2. We're going to talk about a deal he just done and cashed a 6-figure check. But before we do that, Adrian, where can people find you?
Instagram, guys, at Adrian Hernandez. And Zuber, we got to get you on the Money Time podcast, baby.
I'm down anytime. Let's do it.
Let's get
Take care.